Hi, I'm Tom. This is Lucy, and this is Kitty Help Desk. So today I'm going to talk briefly about something that's really important to me. I'm going to try to keep it brief because this is a rabbit hole that I could go down, and I really don't want to ask for your indulgence in listening to me kind of go on and on about this. But I do feel very strongly that we have a problem in the world right now. And this is, believe me, this is not a political statement, because I believe that this is a problem for lots of different people right now on all sides of all aisles. Okay. And that is kind of separating the ideas of science and beliefs. So you can believe virtually anything you want. And those beliefs don't have to be defensible. You don't have to defend them in court. You don't have to go and prove that, say, the earth is flat. Okay? You can believe that the earth is flat. You would be incorrect, but you can believe it, just like people can believe that animals don't have emotions. But this has all been proven. Animals have the same 7 basic emotional systems that we all have. All mammals have those same 7 basic emotional systems. And that's been proven. So how did that get proven beyond belief? It got proven through science. So before it was proven in the 1970s or so, a lot of us believed that to be true because of our experience with our pets. We would look at them and we could see that there were emotional reactions taking place that very much reminded us of our own emotional reactions. And the fact is, yes, that's absolutely true, that we all have the same set of emotions. Now, a cat's emotions aren't as intertwined together as our human emotions are, and they don't dwell on things the way that we do. Lucky for them. But their basic emotions are all the same, and that really does help sometimes in dealing with behavioral problems with cats. But that's not what I want to talk about. I really want to talk about the difference between science and belief, because I see that the gaming of science for certain causes has caused a number of people to mistrust science in the modern age, which is sort of baffling to me. We've come so far and we've learned so much scientific knowledge that for people to just, discard that and say, well, that can't be valuable anymore because a handful of people have gamed that system, it's a problem. Well, so here at its base, here's my base argument, is that beliefs require no rigor, no study, no proof in order for them to be accepted. However, science requires a rigorous scientific method in order for scientific hypotheses to then become theories and then to become what we believe to be scientific fact. Now, I guess I'm screwing myself up here by saying the word believe there, but it just shows you that's one of the core differences. See, beliefs, once you have a belief, that's unchangeable. But if you have a scientific theory, that's a malleable thing. In fact, it's expected to be malleable. People will work their entire lives, their entire scientific careers, trying to poke holes in that theory in order to figure out what the ultimate facts are in this matter. So if I had the theory that energy equals mass times the speed of light squared, then I have to defend that, right? Albert Einstein had to defend that idea to people who were very knowledgeable, many of them very much more knowledgeable than he was at the time, had to try to poke holes in that. And that's the scientific method. Everyone gets to scrutinize your hypothesis before it becomes a theory. And then once it becomes a theory, they scrutinize it even more rigorously because everyone is trying to get to the bottom of it. I mean, right now we have no unified field theory. This is not a science channel on YouTube, but I do want to explain we don't have a unified field theory because we have, quantum mechanics and relativity. They don't mesh. So we've got two theories, each of which independently seems to represent the truth. But when they don't mesh, we've got a problem. And this has been a problem for decades now that the top minds of our planet are trying to solve. And that's really the case. You don't try to solve a belief. You don't try to see what the problems are within a belief, because if you point out problems, if you poke holes in someone else's beliefs, then usually the result is anger. When you poke holes in someone's scientific theory, they may be disappointed, but at the end of the day, they're actually happy that knowledge is progressing. Now, when I say that, I feel that people have lost trust in science to a certain degree, I really think a lot of that has to do with companies. Because our main gateway to scientific knowledge these days is through scientific studies. And so there are a number of studies that companies will bankroll, and they will try their best to sort of not create the best study, but the study that gives the outcome that they desire. That, however, is not really science. That's marketing, okay? And a lot of what has been misrepresented as science in the marketplace and the things that people are rejecting, that's not really science. So that's really important to understand, that true science is always open to challenge. True beliefs never are. That's why it's so important to me not to approach cat behavior as a set of my own personal beliefs about cats, but really to study feline ethology, basically how cats behave in the wild, what their instincts are telling them, and what we know about that based on well-designed studies. That is the basis of my treatment of behaviors, not just, I think that this magical flower water will help them to feel better. One is science and the other is belief, and I come down on the side of science every time. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.